so close to the sun that I could almost touch it. Didn't end up among the stars, but now who knows if I even wanted it. Did I even want it? Ooh, got so hot from the heat that I could almost breathe it. Thought I'd catch with the sweetest spark, but now who knows if I even wanted it. Did I even want it? Well, maybe that's as high as I'm ever gonna get. Maybe it's time to get easy, get grounded. Maybe I was on the wrong plane the whole time, shoulder to shoulder with the birds in the low-lit sky. Got so close to your face that I could almost taste it. Memorized all your shapes and sounds, but now who knows if I even wanted it. Did I even want it? Ooh, got so high on the thrill that I could only feel it. Dark and drinking the cider swill, but now who knows if I even wanted it. Did I even want it? Well, maybe that's as close as I'm ever gonna get. Maybe it's time to get lonely, get haunted. Maybe I was on the wrong train the whole time, shoulder to shoulder with the pack, running in the moonlight. I can see the moving in the dark. Maybe it's time to get simple, get gutted. Maybe I was in the wrong lane the whole time, shoulder to shoulder with my grief under pastel skies. Little world, Compassion is the best weapon we can wield. Little world, little world, little world, little moving single-minded, questing to be free in beauty and in suffering, bursting and bubbling, frightened and few. We can form a wall, but life will come through. Move forward, bend with her. Can't fight it, can't hold on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the fourth edition, the fourth broadcast of the Home Sweet Home Music Festival. And in case this is your first time, the Home Sweet Home Music Festival started in response to, you guessed it, COVID, and the fact that all these performers, professional musicians like myself and the other wonderful artists you'll see tonight and on our other broadcasts, many of us rely solely on performances, and others of us rely to more or less a greater or lesser degree on performances, and of course we can't do that anymore. So I and my co-director Emma, who you're going to be seeing soon performing, we started the Home Sweet Home Music Festival to help support these artists. So we bring music to you, music from all around the world, professional musicians who are really hard up right now, and we ask for your support, your donations through patreon.com/Home Sweet Home Festival. And I'll say more about that soon. If you want to check that out and become a subscriber, that'd be wonderful. Or you can make a one-time payment via PayPal to homesweethomefestival@gmail.com. And we'll have all that information down scrolling on the bottom of the screen here. So I think that's it for right now. I will be back later to introduce folks and to play a little bit later this evening. We have a really fun lineup, good variety of music here. So we're going to start with Emma Back, who is also one of the co-directors, my co-director for the Home Sweet Home Festival. So I'll read a little bit about her for you. Avant folk, singer-songwriter, violinist Emma Back uses a loop pedal to create lush layers of rhythm and harmony, accomplishing a sonic and poetic lyricism that reaches deep into the past and far into the future simultaneously. Back's dynamic, multi-dimensional performance features vocal percussion, haunting melodic storytelling, jazz and klezmer-inspired violin riffs, and harmonic influences ranging from Eastern Europe to American roots. Back's 2018 debut release, Little World, investigates how to heal personal and global conflict through bearing witness to issues of feminine power, racial and religious oppression, war, and ancestry. Okay, so we're going to have a little transition scene, and then you will hear all of that from Emma Back. Enjoy.
welcome to the Home Sweet Home Music Festival. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for tuning in. This is our 4th time doing this, and it's just been wonderful to have a sense of community with other musicians and solidarity, and just sending all of you a lot of love from our homes to yours, bringing you some music in this difficult time. So this first song I'm going to play is called Traveler's Prayer, and it's off my 2018 release, Little World.
to kill. What did we ever do to them to deserve to leave the motherland? And what about the love they hold? They must have children of their own. Do they wake and worry in the night to check their lover is by their side? Oh, God won't pick up weapons. He loves his children so. It's only human hand that would lead us till we break again. Oh, Shagina, oh, Shagina, oh, Shagina, oh, Shagina. Darling, this is fate. Those who love can also hate. They make us laugh, ish, ishash. They think us akin to beef. Oh, 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 oh. Tefillah, tefillah, Ruach Kodesh. Tefillah, tefillah, tefillah derech. Oh, child, child, hush now, hush. Careful, we don't know who hears. Keep your voice down, women we are. Leave the wars and worries to the men. For the temple has come down again, and the fires they burn bright. Put your will, put your power aside. Follow in the footsteps of those who came before. This presence of them we can choose this sacrifice for Lord. Oh, Shagina, oh, Shagina, oh, Shagina, oh, Shagina. Thank you. Thanks for being here. If you're just tuning in, this is the Home Sweet Home Music Festival, and we have a great lineup of music for you tonight. So the link is in the post if you're on my Facebook page, and you can come on over and watch the whole stream there. And if you want to consider supporting us, we're really trying to raise money for music for musicians who are out of work right now due to COVID-19, and just hoping to warm your hearts and bring you some love in this challenging time. That song was called Traveler's Prayer, and it's off of my album Little World right here, which you can purchase through my website, emmabackmusic.com, if you would like to hear more. You can also stream it on Spotify. You just find me at Emma Back. And this next song I'm going to play is a newer song that I'm sort of in the process of preparing to record. Let me just switch to the electric. This is my 5-string electric violin. And this song is called Strong. And it's a little intense to play it. I've been sort of holding off playing it for these festivals because it does talk about dying, but it's really about impermanence and being able to tap into the kind of precious quality of life and acknowledge the transient nature of it all. And more than that, I feel like it's really about looking at how in our own kind of blindness and our greed as human beings, we are causing a lot of harm to our planet and our environment. And I thought it was fitting because I feel like the sort of message of the coronavirus in some ways has to do with sort of the earth letting us know that it's been too much and that we need to wake up a little bit. And it's a big wake-up call. And I don't say that to undermine the intensity and the pain of any of it, but I think there's also an opportunity for us to just notice how the ways that we've been being and acting in our life is maybe not kind to our planet and is maybe not sustainable in the long term. And this song is sort of for Mother Earth and for all people who are just experiencing pain in this challenging time. And also, I think we're all sort of facing our mortality
right now, and the impermanence of life. That over. Hold on, the loop is a little off. That's not going to be good for the rest of the show. Let's try that again. Sorry guys, I gotta start again. We're gonna get this right. Okay, hold on.
Build up into a tower, you can tear down again. Rocking pillar, bend my bones to a grave you said would save me. Cold and quiet, damp with clay dark, the thick it burns my gaze. I left my tongue back behind where trees show signs that people, they are still dying. Ecstasy, roots decay them upon her joy. We lay, build cities ripe with feathered gold. By a tie on brick and mold we go to meet the bright mirage girl delicate through painted fog. We think we'll go on and live forever, keep ourselves warm with fields of clover. Well, you're dying, dying. This is where I go to hide till weeds of glass. To joy I cling, faith bought in the silk and skin. Olive oil and cedar red shards sealed up into my head. Winds so white it catches cold into the cracks they have been sewn. Unravel me with color and wine, for we've labored long under bone and sky, and now we're dying. This is where I go to hide till I have grown strong inside. When I'm ready to begin, I will let you in. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to watch the rest of the show at twitch.tv/HomeSweetHomeFestival. And I want to just say that last song, among many others, I've been writing a lot of new material, and I've been recording demos, and I've been putting those on my Patreon page. So if you feel inspired to support this music and you want to become a patron and get kind of exclusive access to some of these new songs, you can do that at patreon.com/EmmaSong, and I would love to have you along for the journey. So thanks for watching, and thanks so much to everyone playing this evening. Back to you, Joseph.
right. Thank you so much, Emma. That was very moving. I love those grooves. That's great. And I also want to thank our tech guy, my good friend Daniel Dickinson. He's running the magic behind what we're doing here this evening, behind the scenes. So thank you, Dan. And so just so you know, that like there's stuff happening behind the scenes during these scene transitions between performers. So it's a good time to, grab a frosty beverage if that's what you'd like, or some tea, and maybe do a little meditation in between acts here. All right, so I'm not going to say any more except to introduce our next artist here. Rob Swift is a singer-songwriter, educator, and YouTube creator. He has performed in the Philadelphia area for over a decade, most notably with the band The Rivals. Swift is currently working on a full-length LP titled Sunflower, which will probably be released in the fall of 2020. And I'll also add here that Rob has a very successful YouTube guitar channel. So if you're wanting to learn guitar at home during this season, I'd really recommend his videos. They're wonderful videos for learning guitar online. All right, so that's all from me. So just hang on to your shirts here for a second, and we'll hear Rob Swift coming up.
Gonna fly, gonna fly, gonna fly. Open her eyes, swallowed down hard, open those eyes, realize she got it all. She said, I go slow, 'cause I don't know why there's nothing to run from anymore. And I go slow, 'cause I don't know why there's nothing to run to yet. So I'm gonna fly, gonna fly, gonna fly. And I go slow, 'cause I don't know why there's nothing to run from anymore. And I go slow, 'cause I don't know why there's nothing to run to yet. So I go slow, 'cause I don't know why there's nothing to run from anymore. And I go slow, 'cause I don't know why there's nothing to run to yet. So I'm gonna ride, gonna ride, gonna ride. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Memory that I'm letting go for my Queen Pacific daughter reminds me that I still got time. Oh, my Queen Pacific, darling love of mine. And the silence grew like thunder. Still I went about my day. Though I had a sense of wonder, I I just worked my life away. It was your voice that finally reached me. It leapt right from my dreams. Said there's still so much to live for. Boy, let me show you what I mean. She's a Queen Pacific daughter, riding waves until the dawn. I'm my eye that smile, a pearl and diamond. Won't you sing another siren song? She's a Queen Pacific, quite prolific. Goddamn, you must have read my mind. Yes, my Queen Pacific, darling love of mine. Yes, my Queen Pacific, darling love of mine. Yes, my Queen Pacific, darling love of mine. Oh yeah, yeah, that love of mine. It bluesier than I wanted to. All right, so once again, this is for the Home Sweet Home Music Festival. You can click the link down there. It's a Twitch page. It's going to take you to a night of really beautiful music by a bunch of really talented artists. You can also support this endeavor that's going to help musicians get through this time of COVID-19 just by donating at the Patreon page, which is also in the description. Okay, so that was a song called Pacific Daughter. I wrote that for a friend of mine who for years was dealing with a lot of really rough stuff, and I was worried about him for a lot of years. But that song is kind of his story of moving past those things, getting his life cleaned up, and finding love. And I'm really happy to report that a friend of mine that was, a lot of people would have thought was past saving, is happy, has a beautiful family, and the sky's the limit for him now. So that song is dedicated to him. This one, the next one I'm going to do is called Sail the Moon, and this one is dedicated to my beautiful wife Natalia. All in all, there will be just one. You are the air that I breathe. You understand, this is how I am. Oh, turning back again. In the end, there could be just you. I pray you'll never cut me loose. In the final reel, love will surely heal all wounds. Turning back again to sail the moon, to sail the moon over broad street and through the air. Unhinge the skies if you dare to sail the moon. All in all, there could be just one. are the air that I breathe. You understand, this is how I aim. Oh, turning back again. And if someday we should part, I sit and wait for years to come, to hold your hand, be a better man for you, never turn again, to sail the moon, sail the moon, over Broad Street, through the air, unhinge the skies if you dare, to sail the moon, sail the moon, yeah, over Broad Street, through the air, unhinge the skies if you dare, to sail the moon. All right, just make sure I'm okay. I got the sound going okay. All right, awesome. So that was called Sail the Moon. That's like one of those really old songs that I've been working on for years. Never recorded it. I think I wrote it when I was probably in my early 20s. So it's been sitting on the back burner for years and years and years. And I got just tons and tons of songs like that. And it kind of reminds me that if there's ever a bit of advice for like aspiring musicians out there, it's just get work done. Finish the projects. Even if you think something is cheesy, or if you think something isn't good enough, finish it, move on to the next thing. And actually, there's a really good interview with Nora Jones saying the exact same thing. All right, I'm going to do two more for you. The next song is called River Queen. Again, this is for Home Sweet Home. You guys can click the link down there to get to the Twitch page, see a great night of music, and please do support them on Patreon. They're helping musicians get through this really challenging time. Okay, so this one's called River Queen. This one's also for my wife, is about the day that I fell in love with her. All right. Which was at Philadelphia Folk Festival, by the way. Just a little more, something sweet. Find another way to feel complete. I feel you running through me always. Remind one life for all our days. Once I saw you bathing in the sun, my body and through my world was spun. I knew from day that me always. Remind one life for all our days. Sailing far into deep, blind with love, growing weak. I see no wrong, she is clean. Drift unto my river dream. See no wrong, she is clean. Reaching for my river queen. Ooh, 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 Possess me for a million days, grow me in your tender rays. I feel you coming for me always, mine one life for all my days. And in your eyes I see myself, changeling deep like no one else. I feel your love in my dearest praise. Sailing farther into deep, blind with love, growing weak. I see no wrong, she is clean, reaching for my river dream. See no wrong, she is clean, reaching for my river queen. All right, everybody. I'm going to do one more song for you. This one's going to be a cover by one of my absolute favorite artists. And if you guys want to learn this song, I do have a lesson on it at youtube.com/swiftlessons and also on my Patreon page. This one's going to be by Cat Stevens, entitled Father and Son. It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. We'll find a girl and settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you found something going on. But take your time and think a lot. Think of everything you've got. You will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. But how can I try to explain? When I do, it turns away again. It's always been the same old story. And from the moment I could talk, I was ordered to listen. Now there's a way, and I know that I've got to go away. I know I have to go. It's not time to make a change. Just sit down, take it slowly. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to go through. Find a girl and settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. For the times that I cried, keeping all the things I knew inside. It's hard, yes, it's harder to ignore it. If they were right, then I'd agree. But it's them they know, not me. Now there's a way, and I know that I've got to go away. I know I have to go. All right, thanks so much, everybody. I'm going to sign off now. I hope you enjoyed these tunes, and I hope that you'll head over again to the Twitch page to watch the Home Sweet Home Music Festival. It's an amazing project, and I hope that you'll support them also at their Patreon page. Take care.
All right, thank you, Rob. That was lovely. I love those tunes. Hope we get to make music together. Rob and I live less than a mile away, so hopefully when this is over, we can play some music together. That'd be fun. All right, coming up, our next artist is Lisa Richards. Lisa is streaming from Australia today, where it is like 11 in the morning. So, with a voice described as ferocious and sweet, and a percussive guitar style, Lisa Richards writes songs of longing, loss, love, and hope, borrowing from the traditions of folk, blues, and jazz, while carving out her own musical corner of the world. Her songwriting is driven by a desire to be seen, to understand the world and the human condition, and to share what she sees with others. She just completed recording her 7th album. Lisa Richards, take it away.
Oh, I see. No, I gotta mute that one too. Shite. No, I gotta mute that one too. Shite. Hold on. So now I can count in. Okay. Sorry. Thanks for that. All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, welcome to this wonderful Home Sweet Home concert. I just want to thank the Home Sweet Home people for putting this on and for having me be part of it. So I'm going to play a few songs for you. This first song is called Water. It's about how we need each other, which I think now people are realizing more than usual. Yeah, we need each other, but we're very imperfect in the way we need each other. All right, here we go. Your gun slung across your back, swaying in the middle of a field. Ragged uniform hanging from your scarecrow frame, staring with eyes of mud and steel. You don't know the lies from what is real. The sun don't shine here in this room. The window looks like hope from where we stand. Days are long, we wait for rain. No fire can burn the frozen from our skin. But we need each other, like turnstones need to call. Fish need to swim. Water needs to fall. Yeah, water needs to fall. There's a broken heart in every chest. There's always one more reason to regret. Don't hold on, what's done is done. Wars are fought and lost and won. Soldiers dying as your pen moves slowly across the page. And we need each other, like turnstones need to call. Fish need to swim. Water needs to fall. Yeah, water needs to fall. Gray sky hides behind your face. I can't see it through the gloom. Daylight ends, the nighttime comes, hiding like thieves with loaded guns. We are the voices of the lost, falling like leaves upon the dust. And we need each other, like turnstones need to call. Fish need to swim. Water needs to fall. And we need each other, like turnstones need to call. Fish need to swim. Water needs to fall. Yeah, water needs to fall. Thank you. I'm not sure how the sound is. I just got to. Oh. Sorry. I thought that might relate to me. Is the sound okay? Hopefully it is. And I have the microphone all set okay. So that was Water. So I always like to say I like to write love songs, and I also kind of like death songs. I think there's a long tradition of death songs as well. But this is a song called Frank Sinatra, and it is from my album before last, called Beating of the Sun. And that last song was off my last album, which was called A Light from the Other Side. Yeah, and you can find me, like, I think, the best way to support me right now is through Patreon. So you can become a patron for $3 a month and or more. But I mean, I think that's like the greatest thing ever. And right now everybody's live streaming, but once things kind of go back to some kind of relative normality, it will probably not be the case. So this is called Frank Sinatra. Falling down from heaven, climbing up from down below. Doesn't make much difference because this is what I know. One kiss and I'm crazy, one kiss and I'm gone. Frank Sinatra on the radio, dancing in the kitchen, hypnotized by the sound. We have our share of secrets, I'm sure it's natural, and all lovers do. But sometimes my head's so full of trouble that there is no room for you. But one kiss and I'm crazy, one kiss and I'm gone. Frank Sinatra on the radio, dancing in the kitchen, hypnotized by the sound. 'Cause when your soul is on fire, don't deny the love you need. And when your heart is talking, listen carefully. Reach out for the one you love. You love, 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 you love. Frank Sinatra on the radio, dancing in the kitchen, hypnotized by the sound. One kiss and I'm crazy, one kiss and I'm gone. One kiss and I'm crazy, one kiss and I'm gone. One kiss and I'm crazy, one kiss and I'm gone. One kiss and I'm gone. It's just checking. I'm kind of insecure. I keep thinking, oh, maybe nobody can hear anything and I'm on mute. But apparently that's not the case, because I just went and had a little look at that window over there and it seems like people can hear me. So what else? So it's a weird time, isn't it? Very strange. And yeah, being able to do this is amazing. Like to actually be able to feel like I can play some songs and have a little bit of an audience is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So thank you all for being here and for braving all the new technology to get here, and thanks to all the other musicians for being part of this with me, and also for braving all the new technology. So yeah. Okay, so I forgot to keep an eye on the time. I'm thinking maybe 4 songs is probably the ticket, but maybe somebody can text me and let me know. I would like to do the title track from my last album. Oh, the album before last, Beating of the Sun. This is a song about grief. I wrote it after my mother died, and I was living in Texas at the time, and it was the middle of summer. and it was hot, and I remember just feeling like I was in a different reality to everybody else. Yeah, it was a very strange time. So this is Beating of the Sun. I went walking out in the midday sun, in the middle of July. Who is a crazy one? Was trying to melt the grief still clinging to my bones. Shake free the restless heartbeat, shadow in my own. The beating of the sun in the big blue cloudless sky. The beating of the sun in the big blue burning cloudless sky. Big blue burning cloudless sky. Well, I went searching for your face in a country you were never in, yearning for your arms to hold me tight, your love to draw me in, to stare one more time into the deep blue magic of your eyes, to fall under the spell of your laughter and your lies. The beating of the sun in the big blue cloudless sky. The beating of the sun in the big blue burning cloudless sky. Big blue burning cloudless sky. Well, I stripped the clothes from my sweat-stained skin. I can't fight the heat. Oh, I try, but I won't win. Drifting into sleep, you still rumble through my head with your songs of the forgotten and your voices of the dead. But it was just me. I was all alone. I was listening to the strangest sounds. The beating of the sun in the big blue cloudless sky. The beating of the sun in the big blue cloudless sky. The beating of the sun in the big blue burning cloudless sky. Oh, the big blue cloudless sky. The beat. The beat. The beat. That was the beating of the sun. 4 songs works. Excellent. All right. So Yeah, I have a website, lisarichardsmusic.com, and Patreon, Lisa Richards World. And you can find me on a number of other platforms. Instagram, I think it's Lisa Richards Music. Anyway, I'm out there. So if you go to my website, you can find a bunch of things. All right, this is a song. This song goes out to everybody in New York City, but really anybody in any big city where I know the movement is much more restricted than in the places where we have more space. So when I used to live in New York City as well. I live in Australia now. I used to live in New York City, and I lived in Austin, Texas. So I've been around a little bit. But now I live in Australia. And yes, we are isolating as well, in case you wondered. So this is a love song. And when I used to live in New York City, and actually it's this time of the year, spring in New York City is typically a time when everybody starts to come out onto the streets, and you see people fall in love. Like spring fever is a thing, which I didn't know before I moved to New York, because I had never really had 4 seasons properly. So So anyway, people fall in love and everything goes out onto the streets, and there are people playing card games, and there are kids and people hanging on stoops, and lovers kissing on the corners, and that was the inspiration for this. It's called What Love Looks Like. Well, there's a flat down by the river, and the light burns late at night. A single burning flame, but it shines so bright. He's standing by the window with his arms around her waist, bends his head to kiss her lips, and I think that's what love looks like. There's a couple on the corner, locked together in embrace. They only see each other, blind to time and space. Underneath the sign, frozen like a photograph, I hold my breath and I think that's what love looks like. What love looks like. But I can't see any of this. I must have made it all up. But somebody must be getting love like this. Somebody must be getting love like this. Tonight. 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 So there's a couple in a cafe on the corner of St. Mark's. Heads bent close together, huddled in the dark. He cups his hand around her face, brushes back her silver hair, and she smiles at him. And I think that's what love looks like. What love looks like. What love looks like. Okay. Thanks, everybody. I'll be going now. Hope to see you again. Bye. Thanks for watching.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, Lisa. That was lovely. All right, so before we go on to our next artist, I would like to thank all of our patrons on Patreon. Aaron, Adam, Andrea, Barbara, Brittany, Clayton, Daniel, Giuseppe, Heather, Hillary, Jason, Jordan, Julia, my sister, Katie, Mariana, Marion, my mom, Michael, Mike, Miranda, Richard, and Samantha. Thank you all so much. Your contributions really make a big difference to all the artists who play here. And if you're new to the Home Sweet Home Music Festival, these artists that you're seeing are professional musicians, and right now, of course, professional musicians are really hard up. So we put on this festival and ask for your donations to help support these musicians, and your donations go directly to the musicians that you see and hear tonight. So please do consider becoming a member if you aren't already one. Patreon.com/Home Sweet Home Music Festival. And you can see the streaming links, the URLs on the bottom of the page there. All right, and I also want to thank Emma Back, my co-host for the Home Sweet Home Festival. Couldn't do it without you. And thank you to Dan Dickinson, who's running tech for our shows these days. It's so great to have your help. All right. So Matt Wheeler is a troubadour, a poet with a guitar, and a stage banter conversationalist. His songwriting paints pictures with words, often drawing inspiration from classic works of literature or simply spinning new original stories in song. Matt's lyrical, literate folk songs that rewards repeated listens. There's a quote here, a review, warm sound and heartfelt lyrics. If you are a fan of Josh Ritter, give a listen to Matt. All right, and we're going to do so right now, right after Dan does his magic with the streaming magic box. I'm going to give you Matt Wheeler. Here we go.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Matt Wheeler, and happy to be with you here on this Good Friday evening. I'm part of a band called Matt Wheeler and Vintage Heart, and obviously without my band this evening. And so just imagine cello and violin and drums with everything you're going to hear, and you'll have a pretty good idea of my band's sound. So without further ado, let me get to my first song. And by the way, feel free to comment in the chat. Hope you're doing well wherever you're at. I'm here in Mount Joy, Pennsylvania, in my music room / laundry room and a few other things. So where my record player is. Anyhow, so let's go and get started. This is a song called Gold. It's cautiously optimistic. I'm not saying that you need to like me. Judge from the barbs you throw my way. Sometimes bitter roots give rise to sweeter fruits, and all your sticks and stones they turn to gold. Every time I put the pen to paper, let it spell such sweet refrain. Sometimes bitter roots give rise to sweeter fruits, and all your sticks and stones they turn to gold. Sometimes our words they just feel weightless, benighted by cinders and ashes of shame. Sometimes bitter roots give rise to sweeter fruits, and all your sticks and stones they turn to gold. You could love me, that would be such a sweet refrain. Sometimes bitter roots give rise to sweeter fruits, and all your sticks and stones they turn to gold. And all your sticks and stones they turn to gold. And all your sticks and stones they turn to gold. Hey, so thanks so much for tuning in, and a big thanks to the artists who played before me, Emma Back and Robert Swift and Lisa Richards. Fantastic stuff. And since you were just tuned in from Australia, where it's already Saturday, we're jumping back to Friday at this point. But I hope you're doing well where you're at. Feel free to drop a line in the chat and say how you're doing, where you're at. And by the way, there are two other acts coming up after me. We got Rorie Kelly, and then our host, Joseph Arnold, is going to be bringing some songs for you. So I play in a band called Matt Wheeler and Vintage Heart. We play orchestral folk music, so like Josh Ritter or James Taylor with strings, basically. You can find our music on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, all the rest of the places you would look. Just look for Matt Wheeler and Vintage Heart. So I tend to like to read the books they make you read in high school and in college. Classic lit's how I party, I guess. I don't know. And so one book that I especially enjoy, this song is based off of, is called Les Miserables. Normally, if I had an audience right in front of me, I would say, raise of hands by people who have read that before. Usually like one person raises their hand, maybe two. And then, if you've seen the musical or the play, or I should say musical or the movie, then, you can also raise your hand. You can do that, I guess, in the chat. But usually it's not a lot of people. But Les Miserables looks like this. It's a huge book, as you can see. And I understand why a lot of people haven't read it. It's huge, but it's amazing and epic, too. And so this song is based off of one of the chapters. And one of the things I recommend doing, even if you don't want to tackle all 1,400 pages, the unabridged version of this, is to just take a look at the table of contents and take a look at some of the chapter names. One of the chapters is called A Dark Chase Requires a Silent Hound. And that right there could be of the song, so of the book together to come up with this one. So In any case, if you would like to sing along wherever you're at, this is all about community, so singing along is a nice part of that. This is the entry level of singing along too. So I'm only doing 3 songs this evening, keeping it really simple. But this one, you can ooh along. So it goes like this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Got it? I hope so. All right. So thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for Joseph and Emma for having me be part of this. This is called River, A Dark Chase, based off Les Miserables. Here we go. I'll let you know when it's your part. You treat me like a criminal, the ghost of some lonely soul, the silent hound on a dark chase. Here we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Full moon splits these streets in two, the light and the shade between me and you. In a different world, we could have been brothers. I'm a man acquainted with pain, crying out to the heavens again. Should I run to the river, run to the river? Run to the river, run to the river. Is there peace by the river, peace by the river? Streets of Paris we fled, guilty only of stealing bread, protecting my lark, guarding my beloved. I'm a man acquainted with pain, crying out to the heavens again. Should I run to the river, run to the river? Run to the river, run to the river. Peace by the river, peace by the river. So I whispered to her, hold on to me, hold on to me. So I whispered to her, hold on to me, hold on to me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a man acquainted with pain, crying out to the heavens again. Should I run to the river, run to the river? Run to the river, run to the river. Is there peace by the river, peace by the river? Is there peace by the river, peace by the river? Hey, thanks so much for listening. I appreciate you guys tuning in, being part of this. Thanks to all the other artists. And if you're just tuning in, this will be posted, the recorded version, and catch the rest in its entirety. Because, we're all inside a lot more. We have a lot more time on our hands at least potentially. I know personally I have a lot more time on the weekends free than I used to. Pretty much every gig I've had since the one in the poster over here on March 8th has been canceled. I played one Maundy Thursday service yesterday, and there were 4 of us in the room, spaced apart, of course. So yeah, it's all been kind of surreal. But hope you're doing well. Hope you're continuing to hope for better days, because this too shall pass. And you know what? On a more practical note, when you're washing your hands, and by the way, I heard, before we started the broadcast, Joseph was talking about my random facts of the day. If you like trivia, find me on Facebook. Look for Matt Wheeler and look for this face and a similar hat. I think it's tan in that. And there's a site called washyourlyrics.com. And you can put in whatever song you like, basically, as long as it's well known enough. It'll have a little diagram and show you how, like Baby One More Time is one I did for that. And there's also A Whole New World, the Aladdin song. But what I use myself for washing my hands to make sure that it's that 20 seconds it should be is the Jeopardy think music. You know, the do 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 do. Do Jeopardy think music while you wash your hands, and you'll be washing them for long enough. A little helpful tip to pass along to you. So I want to give a special shout out though to Dan, who is running things behind the scenes, and especially when you're switching between this many feeds in different states and in one case countries, it's a lot. So many thanks, Dan. Again, this is part of Home Sweet Home Music Festival. The best way to support, a few good ways. One would be to follow the link that you'll see scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen if you're on the Home Sweet Home feed. Also, if you're on my Twitch feed, you'll see it in the title. So please feel free to donate. As I like to quote that noted philosopher Vizzini from The Princess Bride, who said at one point in the movie, "We're but poor lost circus performers." And he wasn't talking about independent musicians, but he could have been. And so anything you can do to help, even just tossing in a few bucks, really does help to replace some income lost. So yeah, I got one more song for you, and then Rorie Kelly is going to be next, and then Joseph Arnold bringing it home with some violin tunes. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with this. It is called "The Light and the Sea." Make sure I'm okay on the tuning here. "The Light and the Sea." So it's kind of psalm-like. I think of like Psalm 13, where David goes from it's 6 verses. In verse 1, he's talking about like thinking that he's been forsaken and left for dead, that God doesn't know he exists or anything like that. And by the end, he's in a place of hope. And this is basically like the chorus of this song says, "Don't forget in the darkness what you found in the light." All those things that were true before the difficult time you're going through, or the worldwide crisis we all have with COVID-19, this season is going to pass and things are going to get better. So I'll leave you with this. It's also in 3/4, so if you've got a beverage and you want to do like my bubbly here, you can do that pirate thing with your drink, or you can waltz if you have enough space, or just enjoy and listen and close your eyes. And not if you're driving, but you shouldn't be driving and listening to this at the same time anyway. All right, that's a bit of a tangent. Anyway, one more song. This is called "The Light and the Sea." Thanks so much for listening. Rorie Kelly is next, and thanks again, Home Sweet Home, for having me. And I'll give you this, and then a farewell from Pennsylvania. So here we go. The wind on the water, the sea is dark as wine. Did you get my letter? Restlessly passing the time. All I want is redemption to make this right and new. This light burns inside of me, silver fire for you. The daylight fades and these fears rush in. I need forget in the darkness what you found in the light. This candle is burning down on this wind-blown night. Don't forget in the darkness what you found in the light. This candle is burning down. Don't leave me alone in the night. Did I hear you speak to me, or was it only a dream? Stars flutter up in the sky at this mystery. All I want is redemption, overstepping this line in the sand. This light burns inside of me as you reach for my hand. The daylight fades and these fears rush in. I need your grace, your whispering. Don't forget in the darkness what you found in the light. This candle is burning down on this wind-blown night. Don't forget in the darkness what you found in the light. This candle is burning down. Don't leave me alone in the night. Don't forget in the darkness what you found in the light. This candle is burning down on this wind-blown night. Don't forget in the darkness what you found in the light. This candle is burning down. Don't leave me alone in the night. Take care, everyone. God bless. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy the rest of the show.
All right. Thank you so much, Matt Wheeler. I'd love to hear your orchestral version of all of that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, so coming round the bend here towards the end of the evening, Rorie Kelly is up next, and then I'll play a couple of tunes. Rorie Kelly makes Lady Beast music. That's right, folks. Lady Beast music. Her life's mission is to create music that inspires others to love themselves fiercely and become their own heroes. Rorie's empowerment anthem, If You Teach a Bird to Sing, led to her perform at the Obama White House and earned her a top 10 staff pick from WFUV's John Platt. She's currently working on a new album called Shadow Work. All right, Rorie Kelly, take it away.
Little world, little world, little world, little world, self-divide and we become a web, the microcosm, flesh and blood, the thread, a rose, effect and cause. When do we love? Little world, little world, little world, little world. Sound and sunlight, breath and snow with wonder. Learn to let it go. People together, feeling through the dark in busy streets. We play our parts. Little world, little world, little world, little world. Laws and truths when we've confused our pain with myths of solitude. Harness your
Hey friends, how you doing? This is my first time on Twitch, so go easy on me. I'm so grateful to be a part of this festival. I just want to thank everyone who is working behind the scenes to make this happen. Wow, I'm watching myself out of sync with myself. It's weird, man. Well, my name is Rorie Kelly, and I'm really glad to be a part of this. And there's one more human after me. Your host, Joseph, will be serenading you, so make sure you stick around for the full thing. I'm going to start you with a song called Let You Down, and I hope it doesn't. You envision a rosier history. Difficulties over here. Hoping you can hear me. Okay, here we go. I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know why my stream decided to start getting wonky right then. Technical difficulties, technical difficulties, technical difficulties, but now I'm back. Technical difficulties, technical difficulties, technical difficulties, but now I'm back. Well, y'all can let me know. Oh, man.
Off to war, take what's yours. Who's keeping score? Baby, don't move a muscle. Look, disaster on this ledge. Crack the code in the struggle. Cast your mind over the edge. When what has been concealed becomes the animal revealed. Compassion is the best weapon we can wield. Little world, little world, little world, little world.
Well, sorry about that, folks. The internet is a wild and strange place. But we'll have Rory back next week, hopefully, and hopefully with our internet connections will align. So, instead, I'm going to close things out for you. It is nearly 10 o'clock in any case. So, I'm going to play a couple pieces for you, and then we can call it an evening. So I'm gonna turn down my microphone here so it doesn't overload. First, I'm gonna play some Bach. You know, I love Bach. There's this exultant, sort of glorious quality to his music. It's just so pure and joyful. I love it so much. And so this is the prelude from the third suite for cello. Yeah, hope you enjoy it. Here we go. Yeah, I love that music. I love that music so much. So, tell you a little bit about myself very briefly, then I'll play one more song for you, then we can call it an evening. So my name is Joseph Arnold, and I'm a violinist and Alexander Technique teacher in Philadelphia. And, I make my living teaching violin, teaching Alexander Technique, and playing shows. One of the bands I play shows with is the Hot Club of Philadelphia. We just came out with a new CD. One of my compositions is on it. It's a great CD. If you love gypsy jazz, definitely check it out. The Hot Club of Philadelphia. I also play in an Irish rock band. Our Irish season was cut short just before St. Patrick's Day. The whole city was shut down. The whole world was shut down. And I'm also teaching violin online. You can go to youtube.com/jarnold84 for my Violin with Joseph YouTube teaching videos. And you can subscribe to my own Patreon page, Violin with Joseph. And I do hope that you subscribe to the Home Sweet Home Festival to support all these hardworking musicians who find themselves out of work. So, got one more for you here. This is an Irish tune. I grew up playing Irish music and other fiddle tunes. I remember very fondly the fiddle music, fiddle camp in the Redwoods of California. I was very fortunate to be able to do fiddle camp there. And actually, before I do this Irish tune, I'll play you one of the tunes that I learned way back then. I still remember it. I'll play the melody, then I'll sing it for you. So the words go, feed your babies onions so you can find them in the dark. Feed your babies onions so you can find them in the dark. So you can find them in the dark. Love these folk tunes. All right, so this Irish tune is called The Drunken Landlady. And, it's like, where did this song come from? Some person, some fiddler had an encounter with his or her landlady and made a song about it. So here we go. It's kind of a fun little tune. Up a little bit. Okay. Well, that's it for tonight. I want to give a thanks to all of our patrons on Patreon: Aaron, Adam, Andrea, Barbara, Brittany, Clayton, Daniel, Giuseppe, Heather, Hillary, Jason, Jordan, Julia, my sister, Katie, Mariana, Marion, my mom, Michael, Mike, Miranda, Richard, and Samantha, thank you all so much for your donations. They really do make a difference. And if you haven't already become a patron, please do consider this. Patreon.com/Home Sweet Home Music Festival. And if you want to make a one-time donation, you can do that at our PayPal account, homesweethomefestival@gmail.com. And we are going to be streaming every Friday as long as we are all in social distancing. So please do follow us, our Twitch account or our Facebook page. I want to give a thank you to Emma Back for helping me organize all of this. I couldn't do it without you. So glad to have you on this. And for Dan Dickinson, our amazing tech guru, thank you. Again, I couldn't do this without you. We couldn't do this without you. It's really so helpful. So thank you all for watching. And I hope you're all staying safe and healthy and sane out there. And we will see you here, 8 o'clock, next Friday with a whole new lineup, but including Rorie. We'll have her back. And, give you something to look forward to. A little more music for your soul next Friday. All right. Have a good night.